Viewers, welcome to my channel Science to Technology. I hope audio and video is working and I welcome you to my live stream. Unfortunately, my Hindi live stream did not go as well as expected. There was way too much issue from YouTube side. I made sure everything on my side was working, but for some reason the stream started to drop even though my internet was functional. I hope the same story does not repeat here because again, I did make sure, though, yeah, I did make sure that the stream key was set correctly and all that jazz. So, well, here's to hoping that this stream works. I hope everything is fine. 60 FPS, all that thing. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna assume all things gonna work out as well as good as it can be expected. Now let's get started. So I was in Mumbai in Scale conference. What is Scale? Now you have to understand, India has this massive, and I mean massive expo. It's called Chemtech Expo. The idea was that India is so huge, like physically and in terms of population, you might never know that somebody was building the very thing that you are looking for. So this idea was created that you can have basically a compilation of people from the same industry. So industrial sector got together and Chemtech was created. So heavy heaters like basically heat exchanger people, valve, hydraulics, basically think reactor people, reactor I mean chemical reactors, high temperature cylinders, basically things that make industry, basically things that make a nation run. Those sort of technologies, basically the foundational technologies will be announced here and people will come and contact with each other, and that's how things gonna go. And it has been going on for 50 years, so it's something significant. It's not something that you can just ignore. So it's there now. Miriku Gorgi had the luxury of having known the original founder groups of the Chemtech. So he proposed this idea that India has a lot of startup, but the failure rate is bit too high, and all of them have one particular kind of failure point. The failure point is that they cannot scale up. They're like, okay, cool, everything is awesome, and everything is great. But when you're like, okay, we gave you the money, venture capitalist money, and then you expand. Okay, you expand into a factory, they fail there. Now problem with that is, it's not that India does not have the tools or machinery or things of this nature in order to build those things. Problem is they don't know. And every time you're like, I know a guy who knows a guy who knows another guy, everyone is taking their cut. So machines that could have been costed, let's say $100, it ends up costing you $1,000. So that was a big issue. So they needed a way to connect emerging puppies with established industrial giants. So that's how Scale idea was created, and that's why the Scale is in the name. So the idea with this is very simple. It's like startups will come here, they're good, they're sorted, their science is sorted, their patents and all that jazz is sorted. Now they have to scale it up. Now coming here, they can already interact with a lot of other people who are in the similar boat. That could help. Another, they have Chemtech. And again, that's why Scale is not independent of Chemtech. It has to be inside Chemtech, because again, Chemtech people are already established people. They have the supply chain, manufacturing, and if not, I can guarantee you, if you're talking to someone, you can like, okay, that guy is like, this is the person who deals with VFD, this is the person who deals with this sort of motor, this is the people who deals with that. So everything is there, sorted and known kind of deal is there. So that's the expo, and this was the second time this was done. First time it was done in basically 2024, and I was there. This time again I was there, so that's there. Okay, Aishwa Robotics System, Ahmedabad. Is this AI startup you founded at? I did not found anything. So I have no idea where you're getting that. And again, it did not had much to do with AI, although there was one company, very prominent one. And again, I have recorded videos and I'll try to crunch them. And basically this company is using AI to do garbage sorting, which again is perfect use of AI. No human wants to do it. Nobody wants to pay a human to do it, but without eyes, you can't do that. Now, again, we know how to make eyes. We can't make the brain behind it. AI is like, I got you, fam. So they are a very effective use of that. So that was there. That was really useful, practical use of AI, which actually improves our life. So that was there. Are you from Bihar? I'm from India. Are earthen pot better for cooling than fridge? Yes and no. Yes, it does not overcool. That's the biggest problem with fridge. Fridge cools it too much, but fridge does not lose your water. So if you put 1 liter water, it will still be 1 liter. If you put 1 liter in your earthing pot, yeah, it's gonna slowly evaporate away. That's why it's cooling. So you lose water. Urban professor, unbanned professor, he will lose his membership. No, I blocked him. Like he was trying to rage bait me too much. So I was like, I gave up. And again, that name started to bother me. It's like if you have name as like professor, I mean like act like it. So that was one of the things. What's the name of the company which makes wood from agricultural waste? Uh, I'm not sure whether I have their card or not. I tried to. I tried to. Like this was my mistake. I should have done this on day one, but you live and learn. Uh, uh, I do have a lot, but not sure. Uh, I don't think I have their one. Video is there, so video will be uploaded. That part would be sorted. No, we'll talk about it afterwards once I've sorted everything. Did I clean energy nature binary carbon capture for sustainable? Oh, okay, no, that's not the one. Okay, so yeah, we'll talk about these sort of things, and it's there. Okay, what's the name? Ding dong. How strong is the wood compared to actual wood? Close enough. Plywood to plywood, it's close enough. And okay, stop asking about it. Once I'll upload the video, just buy it. And if you do not want to buy it, don't ask about it. It's like it's a done deal. They even in the video they talk about like we have this sort of customer base. They have bought it. They have used it. There is nothing more than that. Like either risk your money, and if you're not going to risk your money, don't talk about it. Like it's as simple as that. Like certain things you have to take a leap of faith. Other than that, there is not much else to do. Dude is back. Yeah, I have to say I did try to do live stream in basically all of days, but failed to. First traveling day, could not do anything about it. Monday was a traveling day. Tuesday I did manage to go there. Thankfully, did manage to do Hindi live stream, but could not do English one. Although hotel was very high and it had very good internet, problem was carrying this camera, this exact camera on my backpack did started to wear down. So but again, this camera has shown itself like again, video is not looking as I'm expecting it. It looks too what you call underexposed for some reason. And again, I have to say that Sony has this weird issue where it's like the camera screen looks perfect, but when I'm looking at the computer, it's so weird. So there is an issue there. I'm hoping that I can recover it. That's the whole point of having such a high quality lens and such a high quality sensor. Is that even if it's not optimum, it should be decent enough that I could recover it. And the main point, the main thing that I trust this time, because again, if you look into my previous scale conference captures, I was the guy who was holding the DSLR and they were talking. I may had some lines, but this time the camera is on the tripod and two people are talking, including me. So this time I have trusted this puppy to deliver the magic. So basically, again, once we're gonna finally start to, cook the video, we'll know whether the audio was actually good or not, because that's the main thing. I bought that hot shoe mount adapter. That's the reason. I want to make sure that audio, because again, we're not gonna do thousands of things like give elements zoom and all that. Again, I've learned it the hard way that carrying this tripod, again, remove the physical fatigue and all that. It's not enough. Like if I really want to show like, Linus Tech Tips level, I need a team like Linus Tech Tips. It's one of those things that I'm learning, that there is no cheat code on that. Like one man army can do a lot of things, but this is not. Like you need to be in front of camera. That means camera has to be with someone else. And if you want to do editing without laptop, it's not gonna happen. So I did learn that the hard way, that if I really want to expand my muscles in that regard, I might have to hire an assistant just to take care of the camera, or at least have a laptop, or do lot of A shot and B shot. But let's see. Dude is back. Bro, USA wanted a weaker dollar than India helps data set. USA wants whether and India helps it to do some data set. Again, dollar is the strongest currency, not because of the value it has, but because who is backing it. Basically petrodollar. Meaning, if you can say, oh, dollar is falling, but here's the deal. A rupee is falling faster than dollar, it does not matter. So be very mindful of those things. It's a very easy cheat code that people do to brain damage themselves. It's always compare like how much is dollar versus how much. There is only one or two currency that is higher than that. I'm not sure, like I've not checked how euro is doing, but like there are only few currencies that are above it and very few that are as large scale circulation as dollar, and not to mention petrodollar. So yeah, it's bro roasted his own subscriber. Again, I do not care whether you are a subscriber or not. In this, at least in English channel, it's like, bro, you can give me money and all that, but if you start to just harass me, I'm like, yeah, I do not need money that badly. So like, I don't have that, what they call the kink, that where you allow people to, like, humiliate you and all that. It's like it was rage baiting me. I'm like, I got tired. Like, I'm not joking. This happened on the Hindi stream. Sir, could you please share the English link? I could not find it. I know that person is either A, lazy as hell, or B, a rage baiter. There is no other scenario, because every Hindi video for years, the first line is click here for my English channel. That's the first line in every video, every short, every description, every live. But he could not be bothered to just click the description or even see the previews on Telegram, Discord and all of that, because the first line is click here for English channel. And if they cannot do that, I do not want to. Like, if you are that lazy, you're just browsing, so to say. So there's no point. Hello sir, I'm planning to start a multi-brand EV service center for two-wheelers and three-wheelers in Pune. Your views? I do not know. See, problem is EVs are not as well understood as ICE engines, and there are a lot of uniqueness, and there are a lot of companies that are doing it. But again, the company might sue you. That's the biggest issue. Company might sue you. Ola might like, okay, you cannot touch our system because we will void warranty. What is that? Ola, Ether. So that is the biggest issue. Those companies firing missiles at you, or worst case scenario, making modifications so that you cannot repair it. So again, it's called right to repair for a reason. Like, these companies are spending millions of dollars, so you can't repair it. So there is a issue with that. I understand your desire, but the political and economical side of it, it's very tenuous, because companies were like, okay, let's F this guy. They might sue you, they might destroy you. It's like, I do not know. Your possibility of reusable concretes, doubtful. Can you Solvo launch more damage? Yeah, we don't have enough. And not to see, American systems are not defeatable in war because it's actually tested in war. Every other system is like, if this, then that. American system actually in war. So that's the reason why Americans will tell you, oh, Patriot has this issue, and Russian system, oh, it's the perfect system that can do everything awesome, except every country that had it got annulled by America. That's the difference. American systems cannot be beat in war because it actually goes through the war. Like, can you imagine Russia actually sending helicopter troops into basically Ukraine to capture and decapitate the government? They did. They got boomed out of existence. That happened in 2022. America also did that Black Hawk Down. That's the whole. They also wanted to do capture and all that, and they learned from it. That's how Maduro capture was done. It's not that countries do not try to capture the leader and all that. Everybody does that. It's just that most people fail. And America successfully succeeded on that. Why? Because they learned from their mistake and they do not hide it. Russia did not even shut up until like a satellite picture of Mars started to show up that, bro, you lost your flagship killer. So yeah, it's one of those things. It's like, on paper, every Tom, Dick and Harry can beat America. America can be beat by America. America can be beat by anyone else, as long as they do not get bitch slapped. If they get bitch slapped, as in like if they actually get hurt, run. It's like, before bitch slap, America is a blithering idiot. After bitch slap, run. Cursing on America is just another cope. Yeah, that's another thing. When will you go to next year? Take your own action camera with you? No, this action camera will not give this sort of quality. So no. And again, I do not want to spend, again, laptop is one thing that I'm genuinely serious now, that if I have a scenario where it's like, even a basic cheap laptop will do. So I'm serious about laptop, but I'm not serious about any other camera extra equipment. So that is there. What is the best part in the trip? Yeah, one company finally did which I wanted to, and again, this is the first time in an expo that I want to buy a thing, not just talk about it, buy a thing. I'm gonna like basically, assuming I can afford it, if I can do that, I'll actually do that. So this is the thing that I want. Gun School is basically passively radiating cooling panel they have figured out. Basically, is the cooling paint, meaning if I coat my rooftop from it, not only it's going to reflect almost 100% of the sunlight, it won't be 100, but it will act like 100 because it will dump its own heat. So if let's say sun is dumping kilowatt per meter square and this is radiating 115 watt per square, and sun is leaking let's say 1%, that gives you 100 watts. So that 100 watt would be cancelled out, but you still have 15 watt of negative, meaning this cools your building. Not only basically stops sun from heating it up, it cools it, radiates it, and where the energy is going? Energy is going vacuum of space. You can't heat a vacuum of space. Sun is trying that. You could not do that. So this is what I want. Like, this is something that every nation sooner than later is gonna need it. And yeah, there will be a lot of retard people who's like, okay, what in the winter? It's like winter is not real anymore. Like literally, I was in Mumbai in winter. It's not cold. I was sweaty. Like that's what people say. Like, for 1 week there was winter. And again, if I ask you to make a heater that makes more than 100% of heat energy, it can be done. It's called heat pump. If you're cold, you can wear a cloth. But in summer, there is nothing you can do. So heat island effect is gonna make everything lethal. And we are very close to it before air temperature starts to cross 60 degrees Celsius, meaning it's lethal. You go outside, you die. So we have to cool it. You can't cool it via air condition. The best you can do is have absorption chill, basically district heating and cooling, and collect all the heat, dump it into the sea in order to do what we call low temperature desalination. Although I saw a better option also, we'll talk about that. But this actually solves the problem, meaning it does not let sun to dump heat into it. Meaning the more building starts to paint by this, like you cover your building. Yes, penalty would be like, oh, there won't be a color. Yeah, but at least you will be alive. So I'll take being alive over colors any day. Thou shalt stay alive. Anupam Vipul, 101. Thou shalt stay alive. So imagine if buildings can be coated with this, and they had a physical demo also, and my apologies. Basically, the idea is the rooftop, if you do not do any coating, it's just like raw concrete. You are looking at 66 to 70 degrees Celsius. When you do this gun school coating, it drops it to 40 to 48 degrees Celsius. Now, like, okay, that's not below ambient. You have to understand, at this point in time, it's radiating your building's heat. And again, convection will try to equalize everything. That's why the temperature does not drop too much. It's not that it's not working, it's leaching the heat away. And it will keep working 24 into 7. So as the only thing that stops it is from fog and this basically clouds. So as long as it can see the vacuum of space, it can dump heat into it. So this is something we need, like India needs it. And I hope, I wish, I pray that this is real. So that is there. Concrete is like too much waste, and we need to move on from more sustainable. Yeah, no, that's not happening. Scala failure in Indian Army test. Yeah, of course, everything fails. I keep telling you, everything fails in America, except when it's actually in war. Like how Zero aircraft that Mitsubishi built in Japan was better than American crafts, and then Japan got annulled. So it's been 2 weeks since your last video in the channel. Where's the next one coming? I do not know. I'll see what I can do with that. Raw materials are also finite, so we need some alternative. Yeah, it's not finite, not anytime soon. Like it is finite, technically true, but it's like finite for 10,000 year kind of deal. Yeah, I have heard about like, oh, sand is running out. Yeah, we have options for that, all of it. It's half of them are just like, this and all that. Good quality, so good. Which cam? Sony A7 Mark V. I've already done that. So A7 Mark V acting as a USB webcam. That's why the quality is so crisp in this. There's been no will since the last video. Okay. ThinkPad maybe? No. I'm not gonna buy something expensive. It has to be cheap, because again, it will also be a very fearful thing. Now, what if I lose it? What if it fails? So I cannot risk too much money into it. And again, I have my main desktop for heavy loading, so it has to be something lightweight, something low cost. The only thing I'll look into it is the ability to add as much SSD as possible. But given how works during work, see, my man, if you keep repeating the same bullshit, I'm gonna block you. Okay, like I'm tired of this thing. America sucks. Get over it. Okay, get over it. Like don't talk about it. It's like get over it. In your world, in your worldview, America sucks. Cool, awesome. Move on. Don't open your mouth and keep saying the same thing again and again and again and again. It's boring. So, will Hindu population bounce back in the future? Any possibilities? No. Go to family court near you to see the truth. Uh, what India is doing for growth, and did you know about the trade deal with USA? No. See, there were a lot of companies. Again, I'm happy and privileged to seeing what you call initiative life scale, because here's the you need connections. Okay, it's humanity is all about connection. Okay, it sounds very good, like what you call that Instagram releases lone wolf and all that. Yeah, that does not work. Okay, let's be real, that does not work. Why the heck Apple was made in America? It can only be made in America. It could not have been made in US because they had connection. Like if you look into early days, I'm talking like early Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates and all that. If you look into connections, what they had when they are like very early startup, they had people to call up where it's like, I can call up to this guy, he works with a radio. I can call up this guy works with infrastructure. So there was so much awareness, so much interconnection that allowed them to expand. And it's very difficult. And again, that's why Scale was created, to solve that exact issue. So you can buy second-hand MacBook. No, thou shall never buy Apple. No matter what, thou shall not buy Apple. So that is there. Your formal education, sir. I don't say. Like, see, Phantom. If you're gonna keep repeating the same thing, this will be your last warning. I'm tired of this. Can you say, okay? Why engineering colleges don't teach us about real industrial technology rather than old things? Again, like look at this guy who's commenting the same thing again and again. What is my formal education? I have said this so many times, it's irritating to me. I can get it, like you may have asked this first time, but again, you have already commented multiple times, and I have made videos about it. Not one thing, videos in Hindi channel, in English channel, everywhere I have talked about this. If you keep asking it again and again, it hurts. It's frustrating. It's the same thing. It's like one question asked by one person. That person might think, okay, I have only asked it once. But from a receiver point of view, I'm like, I keep getting asked this thousands of times. So it's frustrating. Again, any Tom, Dick and Harry who wants to know this answer, they can easily spend 5 minutes and get it. Heck, I'm on LinkedIn, for crying out loud. So, why Indian Railway is using so much optical fiber in its own deployment of signaling system? Why wouldn't you? Like, optical fiber is one of the best technology humanity have created that is future proof. Everything else is what you call has penalty. Optical fiber does not have interference issue. That's awesome. Second, bandwidth. There is no limitation. Like as long as you can make it, fiber will transmit it. So there is no bandwidth limiter. What about distance? You have to be, if you are online. You have to be generous if you're online. Bro, I am generous. That's why you are here. I am generous. I've been saying it again and again, and that's why. It's not annoying for first few years, but after 8 years it becomes, bro, you're lazy. So, and again, I'm not doing this as a a sort of just keep rehashing the old idea, because again the channel will not grow, and then I'll be punishing those who are here for longer, and those are much more higher priority. It's like, think in this way, like if a school, every time everybody keeps going back to class 1, there won't be class 10. Like it has to. Hello, what happened during your Hindi stream? I have no idea, man. Like I have no idea, genuinely I have no idea why the heck streaming pooped itself. And again, it's not hardware. It's not even OBS. I'm pretty sure it was YouTube only. So, this guy doesn't know about you. Again, it's not that you don't know about it. It's like you're lazy. Like look into it, you can easily find it. And if I'm not replying to that question, that means it's frustrating or annoying to me. Move on. Like chodo, aage badho. Like let it go. Move on to something else. It's like, no, if you keep repeating to the same thing, it's like, bro, I'm done. Hello, so about EV servicing, I'm only going to target those vehicles which are out of warranty, let's say 3 years and older. See, problem is if you succeed, then company will fight you. That's the problem. I get you, bro, I get your heart. Like I get you. But companies are like, what if we F him? That's the problem that you're not getting. It's like, I get that warranty, but they're like, hey, if you can repair it, they won't be able to sell it now. Think of this, like they want to plant obsolescence. They want their product to fail the moment warranty is over. Warranty done, product boom, they have to buy another one. So they want to do that. And you, if let's just say you actually succeeded, first they will, of course, they will directly not fire missile at you unless you do something that is that gives them bad optics. At that point in time, they might fire missile at you, but yeah, private technology is crazy value for money, especially for India. Yeah, definitely, definitely. So from your warranty point of view, I get it what you want to do. And again, unless you have, what we call schematics and survey. And like again, what are you actually gonna repair? You can't replace the battery because again, you're not gonna have the source and all that. So what can you do in the battery? Nothing. Can you replace the motor? No, you can't do that. The best thing, the only thing you can do compared to what others they are doing is replace the bearings. That's the only serviceable part, or some again other things that could have been broken or something like that. But again, their what you call inverters is potted, so you can't do anything in that. So again, I get that, I get what you want to do, and I would love that like country like India should have options, but I don't think these companies will allow it to. Opportunities to become physicist in India. Again, there are a lot of physicists. I met a physicist there. He was also a physicist, so there was there. So we really take good internet for granted now. Yeah, that is true. Like, although again, I have to say, I'm genuinely considering switching my BSNL to Airtel. I do have a Geo SIM and it was working, but like, oh my God, like so many places my BSNL SIM is just like a no network at all. So, and again, I can't throw away that number because that's what I gave everyone. So it's like it's one of those things that I have to really you know in EV battery is the biggest cost one done there, no light of repairing. Yeah, again, even if it's repairable, like let me be very clear, it's not physics stopping you nor engineering. It's just that those companies are working their ass off to make sure the product should not fail before the warranty period, and after the warranty period, kaboom. So that's the can also consider aluminum, they get it. So I consider only for Hindus. Hindu Marriage Act. That's why I keep saying it. And again, we do not have a very good track record of. They have, meaning if they pushed to the breaking point, will happen. So yeah, Ola electric scooter more useless than Apple. Again, if people like it, cool. If people like it, cool. Is you have to understand that it's like whenever you are trying to create a job or service which relies on someone else, you have to be mindful that they should not see you as competition. If they see you as competition, they will fire missile at you. Like for example, there are company like in India, it's illegal to replace the what you call car's electronic unit. You can replace it. You can have the same chassis and everything. If you replace the car's what you call ECU, it's illegal in India. Like there are a lot of options like, okay, you can't do that because we'll have you and all that. So in America, it's normal. Like you can just buy it and people do it. So fundamentally speaking, I understand, like, bro, I'm proud that you came up with that idea, and I'm happy and I wish you all the best. But I'm not gonna lie to you that you will do this and everything will be fine and dandy. You have to be ready for Ola to fire missile at you. So. What are your favorite 2021? Yeah, it was a risky. There are live stream about that. I did a live stream about that before February 2021. Breaking, what's the breaking point? E-scooter manufacturer got halved in India. See, there is a problem. I do not know which source is real anymore. Like for example, I saw a guy who was talking about like, made in India is completely failed because again, if you check compared to 2019, we are making less in India now than we were making into basically 2025 versus 2019. 2019, we had more manufacturing. I do not know whether it's true or false. Like, oh, again, I had the luxury of going into Atomberg factory and almost they were assembling it. And they were manufacturing things, basically taking the enamel wire and then winding it onto the stator and assembling things, but most things were imported. Magnet was imported. Even though it was not neodymium, it was iron magnet, they were still importing it. Because again, there were not enough suppliers in India that can meet up the scale. It's like, sir, if you need 1,000 piece, I will give you that. Like, that was an issue. So I do not know which one is true. My OnePlus got an update enables bypass charging on toggle, which is actually a good way to improve longevity of phone battery. Ah, that could be cool. That could be cool. I also have BSNL SIM and it's kind of pretty much useless. I don't even load any apps. It's so bad. I can't even make any online payment. Yeah, I wanted to make a payment for that parallel job plier, and again, I'm not buying the full expensive one. I found that Kangaroo Punch that has the same what you call mechanism. All I have to do is I'll 3D print the jaws. Once I have 3D printed, once I fine tune that 3D print, then I'll get it made into metal, and then I'll have that whole system. My source is Times of India article. Again, there are many sources, but again, everything conflicts with everything else. I do not know how to filter it. It's like the electric vehicle is very easy to filter. Why? Oil. And oil data is fully shared, so fully transparent. So if I say electric vehicle is not real, it's not real because again, world population is not growing. How? What is the source? Every single government. So again, I have real world data and what you call two-step verification. Don't have that for with many other things. So I do not know whether it's actually what you call you know viable or not. I also have a business. Okay, what about truth about coronavirus? China provided it. What the heck happening? I have no idea, man. And again, I have given up on this world, so I no longer care about that. There's a lot of pointless. Bypass charging means 5 volt. No, that's not what it means. Bypass charging is an electrical system. How they are doing it, that's how. Basically, ideally is bypass charging should allow your battery to die down, meaning your battery goes to 80% or 90% or even 100%. That's not an issue, but it should start to fall even if charger is connected. That's the problem that people are not ready. Oh, it will not overcharge it. It's like, no, it will keep it in charge state. That's the problem. It's supposed to fall, not like lock it at 80%. It's the same thing. It has to, like, if it was charged at 80%, it should slowly discharge, like self discharge. It should allow that, like, ions to like slowly leach back. That self discharge should be there. That's the one thing you know. You want charging and discharging. So again, it's a difficult thing. It's a difficult thing. Holding at 80% extend the life good enough, but like, I hope we get artificial one before the trips over. Yeah, no, that's not happening. If neutron rocket were worked, then ISRO is cooked. ISRO is already cooked, man. Like, look into how many contracts they used to have and how many launches were happening versus how many launches are happening now. Like, there is a site, ISRO. In that site, there's like missions. That mission briefing, like upcoming missions and all that, those numbers are very few. Like, very few. So, that is not looking good. In good terms, means copper as aluminum effect. In good. I do not know. In good terms, Airavata and CV Engine, any updates? I saw for foreign channel covering it. Yes. You have to understand, they did not hire me early enough. That was the first mistake. And again, it's not me saying it from ego. It's just that I have certain experience with dealing with the international client. Why? Because again, my first client was Japanese. So I do have certain experience, and again, a holistic system analysis. So there was a lot of mistakes that were made in the early days, and again, you have to understand, it will happen if you are trying to go from American manufacturing to Indian manufacturing. Indian manufacturing is in metric unit, and American one is in imperial system, and not to mention GD&T translation is a big hassle. So all of that created a lot of issue, and not to mention the vendors were like, yes sir, of course, we'll take money and we'll build you, and they'll take the money, but building you, yeah, go away, shoo. The building did not happen. I've heard so many hululu about the environment, but they don't want to give bypass charging or faking hypocrites. See, as long as people are buying Apple, who cares what Apple does? It's like, problem is always with the public, always. Like, if I piss and sell you and you buy the piss like it's a wine, problem is with you. Like, wasn't there this girl, Beltadine or something, that sold her bath water? It's like, I do not blame her, I blame the simps that bought the bath water. So it's always the same thing. The ethics, so it could happen. See, that's what you desire to happen. When you are saying that, that's what you desire, or that's what you wish to happen. So My apologies, my throat is hurting. Let me drink some hot water. Yeah, that was a big issue of this travel. Did got a cold, running nose, and sore throats, and this is a frustrating thing. My ears hurt whenever I'm landing in a plane, man. Like, no matter what I try, it always hurts. My apologies. It is getting bad. Okay, I hope this helps at least temporarily. Yeah, yeah. And bath water is crazy. Yeah, but it did happen. That's the whole point. It did happen in real life that people paid for freaking bath water, which again, you don't even know that it was actually her bath water or not. It was just like open the tap and just put it. So that's the whole point. Is like, same thing I say about hydrogen. It's like if you're dumb enough to buy it, I am smart enough to sell it. So, like for example, there are so many ideas, possibilities. Can they work? Of course they can work. But like if I have to say urgency, what is the urgent one? This is the most urgent. And again, anybody who has been watching my video, I keep talking about this. We need radiative cooling. Without that, we done that. What's stopping artificial? Again, technology is not ready and not enough billions of a dollar that is needed is being poured into it. Like side may look, it's like it's a side project. No, it to actually do that, it will require a brutal amount of money. Brutal. So that's all. I missed Hindi last time because of election meeting. Interesting. Again, there was not that much done in Hindi stream. Again, stream was going good, 600 views, which again, that was the whole point. I can open my live stream and get more views. If I close it, I get 200. So there was a possibility where it was going good, and I was like, hey, this could be good. And then YouTube was like, what if I poop the bed now? And you cannot do anything about it. I stopped the stream, restarted the stream, nothing worked. So that was the whole thing. From the two tips I would rate. Would you rate the direction in India's aviation market or going from past to present? Aviation market, I do not understand. Apple satisfy their ego. Yeah, see, if you need to show off Apple, it's like no, I have Apple. Yeah, you are radiating small pp energy. But again, there are more than enough dumb people who's like, oh, I will not talk to you if you do not have Apple. I'm like, bye. So that's the whole point. Hydrogen phone battery. Don't suggest it idea. I can guarantee you that somebody will do it. You catch cold from AC from the traveling? No, the weather change. I was feeling bit off on the morning of travel, but I was like, what else can I do? It's like I'm gonna do. It's all that. Your plans. You have your plans. YouTube its own. Yeah. It was tragic. Like I really wanted the stream to go good because again, it's been quite some time since I had normal uploads. And again, yeah, UK fall should have been studied, but again, there are 150 country that is falling, so it's not even unique anymore. It's boring. Again, look into like birth rate. Any country that is below 2.1 is already dead. So it's boring. Like it has reached a point where it's like again, I get it. Somebody might be like, okay, this is the first time I'm hearing it, and I used to talk a lot about it, but I realized this is like out of hand, out of control kind of deal. So it's like you just let it go. You just work your ass off to reduce the collateral damage. So look in current Windows situation and RAM prices Apple offering is actually better than Windows and PC at the moment. It still does not matter. Still does not matter. Again, like you can sell your piss as a wine, but I'm not gonna drink it. Oh, champagne, sorry. You can sell your piss as a champagne, but I'm not gonna, I know it's a champagne. And again, I'm not gonna say that Windows is perfect, but again, you can do a lot more things with it. Lot more things with it, including installing Linux. So, and everybody who will, I bought Apple, and then they get stuck into the Apple ecosystem. Again, you willingly gave your freedom. Now you can't bitch about it. So, it's the same thing. It's like there are some broke guys who gave money to OnlyFans girls or like buy the bath water. I'm like, buy stocks, my man, buy stocks. It would be far more better. why Apple became evil. Apple was always evil. Always. Day one, it was evil. They were never successful. You have to understand that. Apple was never successful. They made a computer, it barely worked. Microsoft had to bail them out. And again, why did Microsoft invested money? Because if they hadn't, they would have to fight a lawsuit, which again, this is before, after the lawsuit they already had with that uh, anti-competitive lawsuit regarding basically bundling of Internet Explorer with the Microsoft Office, not Office, sorry, Microsoft Windows. They had that lawsuit. So Steve Jobs, when they realized, the fact that Apple is kaput, he asked Bill Gates to bail it out, simply because if it was very simple. It's like a crippled Apple would be far better for you than a dead Apple, because if there is a dead Apple, then you will get sued into oblivion. So that's why they said it. So Apple was never successful. The first successful device where it's like, no, it's now making money kind of successful, was iPod. And iPod had a battery deleted device after 18 month warranty, 18 month after that, FU. So Apple did not become evil, it was always evil. Sun never sets on the British Empire. Life changes, man, life changes. That's the one thing they say, it's like a crown never stays still or something. There is a line that is like, very heavy line about this, like crown never stays still or something like that. From ruling the world to becoming clans, yeah. So start your vlogging channel, I'll subscribe. Again, I already have 3 channels. It's too much to maintain all of them. Technically, I falls as study leader decided to sit for 2 years power, complain about Nano in 2026. Yeah, who buys bathwater? Dude, my man, this world is so like uber simped. I think it's like, yeah, nature is trying to delete it. It's like, whoa, 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 hyper simp DNA damage detected. And again, it's almost like every time this sort of thing happens, violence that tries to restore it is exponentially worse. So you never know what sort of things will happen. Like again, this I'll talk in detail about this. Oh, there was this company that was using AI for practical thing, like actually using AI to clear garbage, which makes sense. And I'll talk in detail about this. There were a lot of other things. Water generation from cooling, they ran out of their pamphlet. So that was bad. That was bad. So that was something that I have to work. Again, what basically, instead of having cooling tower, you will have their device, and instead of basically burning water, it will consume water. Hydrogen for making hydrogen. There was one company that was doing hydrogen, but they were not very, what you call, enthusiastic about making videos. So I did not bother them. I tried to, like I did not. A girl successfully to sell her fart and earned a lakh received. I hope not. I really hope not. But like again, I've seen too much simpery, so I'm like, bro, just pay for the service. Like, have some respect for yourself. I feel like anarchy would break out in India because of the political. No, it won't. No, it won't. People argue I will never be creative. It is creative. It is creative. It's already creating things. It may not be good, it may not be desirable, but you've seen so many unhinged videos, like, yeah, it's like, yo, you can't do that. And again, it's already replicating the patterns of it. It's something basically what we desire to be true, not what is true. So so again and again, we are also trying to make AI better. It's not even like, we just AI and done. It's like we are trying actively to improve it. So again, what we have right now was unimaginable in 2020. I'm not even talking like, 1990, 2020, but we are here. So so open a fridge selling business, highly profitable looking one, region has high birth rate. Selling fridge business. Did you try any Mumbai food? No, no. I'm old. Like, I'm generally, the ironic part, there was this guy, Sachin, he was there last Mumbai trip. And last Mumbai trip, I had one extra day. This time I did not know why, but like things happened. So that one extra day I had the like I talked with Mirik about like how things can go improvement and all that, and this time did not had that. So and he did manage to come to my hotel after a live stream. I did the Hindi live stream. He came to hotel and we went outside. But I went to Domino's and all that. Like again, I'm old. Like only for one thing I'll put that effort. If you're like, okay, you have to go out and go beaches, it's like, no, I'll not put effort into it. Go and see this, no, I will not. There's only for service I'll put some effort. Everything else I do not care. Anything else is like I do not care. Like Mumbai food, I do not care. Like I ate, like the restaurant, sorry, the hotel I was staying is was ludicrously expensive, and it had good breakfast. Like breakfast was included, and it was good. Like it was good, and that system, what you call uh, uh, Expo. Expo also has a delegate lunch because your boy was delegate. I was not. Although they messed up this one again. This when the third expo will happen, I'll like, bro, make sure I get the organizer tag. Have you ever seen anyone throwing garbage from the fourth floor? I don't know. Needs a lot of people, needs a lot of service. Yeah. In that regard, again, I wanted to try, but like some part of me was like, meh. And again, it was tiring. Thankfully, hotel was far, but thankfully there was metro connection, so did not have to what you call did not have to do too much hassle. So there was metro from airport to WH something like that, from that to another line, from that line to the expo line. So it was two metro jump, and again two different freaking ticketing systems, so that was frustrating. But again, thankfully app was there, so it was doable. It did not cause too much issue. And again, bag was heavy because of this huge ass camera, and so was the tripod. I was carrying the tripod. Again, I like the result that I got out of the tripod, but my spine did not like the pain it put me through. So far so good. While returning, one line of the metro, lightweight, mild traffic, not a big deal. And the old line, I think line number one, oh my god, it was I lost it, man. Like I went inside, I could not come out when the door opened, door closed before I like could have. It's like it's like it's a very, what you call, frustrating. Like the return was not very pleasurable, so to say. So, but again, like I think, although I have to say, I got epic servicing on Ahmedabad. First servicing was really good. Second was sub-optimum, but again, at least I'm happy because otherwise I would have burnt my card. So I'm learning Fusion 360 but procrastinating. Such is life. Such is life. Australia has services. See, every place has it. It's just that it's some places it's in open, some places you have to spend too much time trying to find it. So it's older than gods, so it's always there. Thoughts on US trade? I have not looked into it. I was busy into this sort of expo, and again, I told you this is the first time there was an expo. I went into it, and now I'm actively trying to figure out how to buy it. So that was a big deal. I given up on pirating Lightroom. It broke my creative creature cover before because of it was editing enough photos. I just was subscribed anti-consumer. Yeah, no choice sadly. Oh, I tried to this dark table or something like that, dark room or table, and that software also does not. Again, I have not figured out how to use raw of this, but. Other than that, tell why copper cost is going high rapidly nowadays, bro. This sort of economical questions have no answer. And again, no answer from me. People get to, oh yes, actually this and all that, but like, eh. Uh, India's political leadership abstain by how easily it would be for foreign countries like USA to blackmail India into doing anything they want. Scientists getting honey trapped. Again, that's why I said, like, you have to, again, this is cruel thing to say, but it's the reality of it. It's like, there are people who are above, basically their contribution is so much, which again, people are like, no, you cannot cross the line. I'm like, yeah, war happens. It's like people are like, oh, you can't hard R. I'm like, bro, have you seen what happened after World War II? Have you seen what happened to the, like, how many brain damaged women say like, oh, rape culture, rape culture, rape culture. Dude, it was there and nobody was talking about it because it was boring. So it's one of those things where it's like, if you are, basically it's the same question, like, would you allow scientists to, let's just say, destroy I mean, shift delete, destroy 100 families, but he will cure cancer. Let's just say what is a heavy cancer, blood cancer. Basically, this guy, he will destroy, like he would destroy 100 families. He'll do everything unimaginable horrors, but in return, he will cure blood cancer. Now, question is, would you take that deal or not? And many will, no, we'll never take it. Are you the one dying from blood cancer? Because again, 100 may seem 100 family, let's just say that translates to 1000 people, that may sound large. That's nothing. Blood cancer is like, bro, that's my Wednesday. And again, how many people will die? So there is a calculus of life, so to say. Why only Ahmedabad and Kolkata metro runs on DC? Most metros use AC. It's a supply, bidding, contract, those sort of thing. It's not scientific. Don't worry about it. It's not scientific. Like if they're like, hey, the AC traction companies are nearby, they can supply at a cheaper rate. Cool, awesome. If they're DC traction line, and some are older, so there are like a lot of things. So it's not that deep. So it's not that deep. Metro area since. I've been Metro India since 2014. Mumbai Metro Line 1 and 6 coach designs capacity, but only runs on 4 coaches to save extra. Yeah, and I think that could have reduced the stress so much. Just by like don't even add 6 coaches, have 5. And again, you are seeing like people are like, blah, 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 blah. It's like it would have been like really, really, what you call, helpful. But again, don't even run them during the day. Have like just afternoon, slowly add 1 coach in the evening shift. Problem solved. But like that was like underwhelming, let's just put it that way. Give a life advice with your experience. Try everything, like dare and try, because you're gonna die. Like there is a saying, Loki actor says that. It's a very good line. It's like, we all have 2 lives, and the second one begins when you realize you only have 1. I was like, damn, shit went deep. It's deep. So by the way, pediatric cancer cured in my, that does not matter. Does not matter. Human, after human trial, only then. That's Harvard level question. I only have a potato qualification. Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's like, who are you and I to judge? Oh, I think, again, it sounds cruel and all that, but I'm like, humanity is a calculus. Whether we like it or not, it's a calculus. So, and again, the same saying that there was somebody who knew, again, I do not know the full depth of it, but again, this is the story. I do not know how much truth is in there, but story. Story is that Americans knew, some in America knew that Japan has launched the air wing and is gonna kaput Pearl Harbor. And you must have seen the movie Pearl Harbor. They're like, they got a report, but the report was 1 hour too late. So there was a saying like somebody knew that this is gonna happen and they let it happen. And after that came out like, whoa, this was a plant, they buried it. And there is this movie, Dark Knight Returns, animated one, and it has that, like, then how would you make that judgment? It's like, it's too big. It's too big. Like, yeah, it lot of sailors lost their life, but it got America into the war and ended World War II and made America the world power. Who are you to judge that? Like, I'm like, damn. I mean, like, can you imagine how much, how many world problems could be cured if you just have like, okay, if you, become this, like, you solve this problem, we'll give you like free reign to do whatever. Again, limited number, like, of course, like, let's just say you cure cancer, you get to eat 100 girls. Like they're saying, like, eating babies, 100 babies or something like that, in your lifetime, not every day, of course, duh. So those sort of things. It's like how quickly cancers would be cured. So that is there. As a man, except taking responsibility of the accent. If they are not loved, it's their problem. Nah? If they are not loved, the life is suffering. Any Tom, Dick and Harry that is telling you otherwise, either they are selling you something or they hate you. And again, they are hated. There is a reason for that. Go to Family Court and see. APS-C versus full frame for A6700. What do you mean, lens? Because A6700 is a APS-C system, and I do not like APS-C system. I personally, because again, I get that. I get the pain of this. Like, this is a full frame camera body is heavy, lens is heavy. So I get the pain of it. Again, I'm not joking. One photographer, he said he used to watch my system. He bought FX30 and he was like, say, but the noise was not that great. I'm like, I say that every time. People keep fighting against me. It's like, oh, APSU, you do not know what you're talking about. It's like, bro, law of physics will not change. So that's like, that's the whole point. Is your espresso car repaired? Yeah, yeah, long ago, man, long ago. Like that was last year. After it did not took too long. It did not took too long. To be honest, when people run Metro Line 1 due to overcrowding, only then they will take action to like rules as written on for broad. Ooh, that would be brutal. Any update on your stock holdings? Yeah, it dropped. I think at the peak it went 50%. My brother was saying like when I shared, like I think the first time it went up like 40%. He said, bro, sell it, sell it. I was like, no, I hold it. It went to 50. Now it had dropped to 30%. So it happens. Again, that's another. Why life is suffering? My man, life will teach you this. Life will teach you. And hope, wish, pray that it teaches you very early. You do not want to learn this when you are old and crippled. So trust me. Trust me. This is one of those things where it's like, I have so creepy eating babies. Again, it's in the files, so I'm like, yeah. Cure cancer, get 32 into 2 DDR5 kit. I would cure cancer then. Yeah, it's like, who are we to make that judgment? Like, as like morality and all that. It's like, yeah, tell that to someone, tell that to a family who's losing their child to cancer, and tell that to 10,000 families that are losing that. Like, again, it's a cruel irony, but again, who are you or I to make the judgment for, like, millions of people? Again, at least I want to have something like, it's like, do whatever you want to do, but like after doing good things, not after doing bad things. It's like, do good things. Because again, people are like, oh, like let's just take every Epstein file. Let's just call how many lives they destroyed. How many lives Putin destroyed when he started the war? Day one, Putin destroyed more lives when everybody combined in Epstein file. So people in position of power always have the power. Yes, that's not what you call. That's the reality. It's like I've seen too much childish where it's like, it's like position of power has that sort of what you call testing. Even it almost feels like they have to be there. It's like, it has to be there. New Windows update crashing pieces. Does you feel anything after update? I don't even know. APS-C lens versus full frame lens for I would say buy full frame lens, so when you get bored of your APS-C camera you can upgrade. How to accept life bitch slap? You will accept it or you gonna be kaput. There is no other choice. You will hold or sell. Yeah, I'll hold it. It's a long term thing. Those Australian folks sit and again, it's boring at this point in time. How can they eat baby ethics where it's, you're not getting it. It's like, again, I'm giving you choice. Like, which would you rather have? You will have, let's just say, what do you call? Would you rather have, what was the Clinton? Yeah, would you rather have Clinton or Putin? Putin is not in the Epstein file. Putin slaughtered 250,000. That is confirmed by now of his own countrymen. 250,000. Clinton, let's just say Clinton ate 100 babies. Which one would you have? Which one you would rather have your country? So, morality is subjective. Some people want to destroy humans for nature. Yeah, that's also a factual reality. So, sir, in DJI Mic 3, which mode you are using during Expo, indoor or outdoor mode? Indoor mode. You will do that too if you had power? Nah, I'm vegetarian. No, but I'll have my own service center. It's like my house will be service center. Why Mahindra and Tata Motors are betting against hybrid series and going for EVs? Dude, have you ever watched my channel? I have said that our government is saying 10,000 CR, what you call that, subsidy. They will not give the subsidy if there is no electric vehicle. That subsidy requires you to be a full EV. Dude, you look into the subsidy market and you'll be like, damn, we're gonna die. What questions is it? I don't think science would be interested in it if the research is an organism. Yeah, no. See, everybody has their what you call dark side, so to say. It's just that do you rise above the dark side or not? And again, what if trying to maintain your dark side, like trying to like suppress it, causes you too much energy and loss? It's like, you know what, just most vegetarians are feminists. Dude, vegetarian in a Hindu sense is ancient. So yeah, that's irrelevant. In the future, world economic terms makes me depressed or worrying what will happen. Again, I have given up on this world, so it's like I do not care. Do you like? I like it. Everything. I like everything. I told you, like I would live in a big ass building. We'll have service center in every sector. Is like and it will have clock, like what do you call? Mexican clock, Russian clock, Chinese clock, Japanese clock, everything. Why Australia is good for service is for your choice. We'll go and see. Putin should have been covered the moment he changed the constitution to stay in the power for. Yeah, that's the whole point, right? Like, what would you rather have your country? Whereas, like, either a Clintons. Sorry, my nose for Hillary Clinton. Yeah, Clintons that consume hundreds of babies, or Putin that consumed 250,000 men. And that's on one side. Same with me. I've given up on a lot of things, and it is man. Find a way to live in. Yeah. Anyway, it was a nice stream. At least YouTube did not poop the bed this time, so I'm very glad. And again, better than not having a live stream. I'm happy. This channel should have some recovery. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon. I'll see you guys soon, and bye.